Any artistic endeavor on its finished phase is termed as a composition, whether it is art, architecture, dance, drama, music, or poetry. There exists a mutual interrelationship among various art forms, of which some are conspicuous while some others are inconspicuous. Among different arts, architecture and dance are the mirrors of culture and a symbol of national identity. This study aims to explore the parallelism between temple architecture and classical dance. This is done by comparing the magnificent Hoysala temple architecture and the vibrant dance form of Kuchipudi. The dance form of Kuchipudi had taken its birth in a small agraharam called Kuchipudi in Krishna district of Andhra Pradesh. In comparison to other South Indian classical dance forms, it is characterized by graceful flow in movement pattern, wider and flexible moves, sculpturous postures, unrestricted and unhindered flow, and different tempos. Tharangam is the most popular, attractive and captivating dance piece of a Kuchipudi repertoire. It is a beautiful amalgamation of pure dance, abhinaya and dynamic movements. The Tharangam has the following parts. The slogam forms the commencing or introductory part of a Tharangam, progressing in a slow pace. The second part is Sahitya, in which the literal meaning of the musical verse is enacted through expressions and movements. The next part is Sanchari, in which the dancer enacts various roles to narrate a story. Sanchari is followed by Charanam, which is composed of energetic and rapid movements. The most interesting and fascinating part of the Tharangam is the Nritta, in which the dancer performs by standing on the rims of a brass plate and balancing a small pot filled with water on her head. The culminating part of the Tharangam is the sloga. For comparing this richness and dynamics of Kuchipudi, Hoysala style of temple architecture is best suitable due to its modest proportions, surface embellishments, rich and intricate ornamentation. This Hoysala temple architecture and dance form of Kuchipudi shares a common identity of richness in ornamentation and dynamics respectively. Now we can compare both these using principles of architecture as the base. In a Hoysala temple edicule, the stellate Adhisthana has horizontal friezes containing similar motifs. The edicule narrates and portrays images of deities and various emotions on its walls. Above the wall images, the Bhumija Shikara motifs adorn the edifice. The Shikara is sculpted with overwhelming decoration and intricacies. The hierarchy of ornamentation in the structure of Garbhagriha is analogous to the hierarchy of the content presented in a Tharangam. When the sloka and sahitya describes and appraises the deity, the Sanchari narrates and portrays a story in depth. The Charana and Nritta are endowed with celebration of pure dance, blooming itself through dynamic footsteps and movements. The resplendence of Hoysala temple architecture is attributed to the edifice of Garbhagriha, crowned by the iconic Shikara. It is emphasized with overwhelmed and intricate embellishments and receding tiers. Similarly, the emphasis of a Tharangam is the Nritta with pot and thala, endued with the unique dynamics of the technique, rapidity and complexity of rhythm. The repetition of columns, motifs, and images of the same genre imparts a drama and unity to the temple architectural composition. Similar to the repetition of architectural elements in a temple, repetition of single steps in a particular rhythmic pattern in a Tharangam adds interest and coherence to the recital. With a regular pattern of surface articulation at the Adhisthana, it multiplies at the walls and on reaching the Shikhara, it proliferates to become rich and profuse. The rhythmic progression in the Nritta part of a Tarangam is of the same character. With a slow gati in the beginning, it changes to a medium one in between and culminates with a fast gati. The temple complex and the individual structures are of perfect Lakshana as they have only one axis of symmetry or balance, making it most stable and distributing the visual weight equally. In the same manner, in the Nritta portions, the same movement is performed towards both left and right sides to match the rhythmic pattern and to form a symmetrical balance. Stepping in through a narrow semi-open colonnaded mandapa, one is dispersed to a vast open space lined by cloistered cells around. From an expansive open space that touches the sky, one is led to the small pillared hall of Mukhamandapa and Navaranga walled by Jalandharas for the light to penetrate in. The sequence of spaces converges at the Garbhagriha, the darkest cell of the deity. As one steps out of the dark walls, the eyes celebrate the enchanting Hoysala art alongside or circumambulating through Jagati. The celebration reaches its pinnacle when the eyes are caught by the rising tiers with most intricate embellishments. The temple complex ends with the colonnaded mandapa. Similar to the contrasting rhythmic shift of light and dark spaces within the temple complex, a contrasting rhythmic shift of pace is characteristic of Kuchipudi Tharangam. Commencing with the sloka, composed of graceful and gentle movements, the Tharangam rises into some brisk and vigorous moves and paces of Sahitya. Falling into the depths of Sanchari, the Gati rests. As it awakens, the Tharangam celebrates the Nritta with Charanam, composed of ecstatic dynamics. The rhythm reaches its zenith in Nritta, dancing on the rims of the Thalam with most intricate and rapid paces. Finally, the Tharangam culminates with another sloka. Natya Shastra is the parent of all Indian arts and aesthetics. Hence, it implies that all of them are connected or related in one way or other. From this study, it could be concluded that Hindu temple architecture and Indian classical dance could be compared and analyzed using principles of composition.